How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to talk about something really cool. I got something in the mail. I know I was supposed to talk about how to create a cinematic video like my one before. Go give it a watch. It's called The Artist if you haven't seen it before. It's my first YouTube upload. But like I said, I got something in the mail that's really exciting, and I really wanted to talk about it. And like I said, I was going to do some reviews. Well, let's just get into it. Galaxy S21 Ultra 5G. Ooh, that is a mouthful. So I got this in the mail, and I told you I was going to do some reviews if you've been following me on social media like Facebook and Instagram. So I wanted to get this out before the phone actually came out, just in case you were thinking about possibly getting it, or were thinking about possibly maybe upgrading to the next phone, which would probably be the Note 21, but that hasn't been announced yet. Right off the bat, I can tell you I love this phone, especially the Phantom Silver Edition, which is the one I have right here. Let's talk specs really quick. So this thing is sporting a 6.8 inch screen, barely any bezels on it, which I love. It also is a 1440 by 3200 pixel resolution screen. You can spec this thing out to either 12 gigabytes or 16 gigabytes of RAM, which is, let's be honest, more than most people will ever need. And it has a 5000 milliamp lithium ion battery. Let's talk about batteries. If you know me personally, you know that over the last several months, I've given Apple a lot of flack about not including a charging brick with their new phones. Well, Samsung did the same thing here. So, I would like to take this time to humbly and deeply apologize for absolutely nothing.
To apologize to absolutely nobody.
I didn't agree with Apple then, and I don't agree with Samsung here to not include a charging brick. Small thing, but for me, it's just another thing that I need to go out and buy. So let's get down to what people really care about, and what's caused a lot of these phones over the past few years to really jump in price. And trust me, this is not a cheap phone, so don't take that decision lightly. Let's talk cameras. This baby is packing 4 rear cameras and 1 front-facing camera. Let's break them down. You have a 12 megapixel ultra-wide f2.2 camera. Next up, you have the beast, the 108 megapixel wide-angle f1.8 camera. So if you like the freedom of cropping in on your photos, it's especially helpful if you're taking wildlife photos or bird photography, then that 108 megapixels is going to come in super handy. Then you have 2 10 megapixel telephoto cameras for standard portraits, and you can even get pretty close with this camera. I've tested it out a little bit and get close to macro shots, which I'm a huge fan of. These cameras also have optical zoom that you can go 3 times and 10 times with really good quality, and that is an awesome feature to have in a phone. That being said, you can also even go up to 100 times zoom. But let's be honest, if you go up that high, you're gonna end up getting really muddy pictures, and no one likes really muddy pictures. The front-facing camera is a beast. That tiny little hole punch is packing a 40 megapixel f2.2 selfie camera. Why would you ever need a 40 megapixel selfie camera? I have no idea, but I like it. Moving on to video, these cameras support 8K filming, which is pretty awesome, especially if you're looking for that real cinematic film-like look. The 8K resolution is awesome. It also supports 4K up to 60 frames per second, which is also great. And then it also supports 1080p at 240 frames per second if you want that ultra super slow motion, which is just freaking awesome and buttery smooth. And 1080p still looks good, at least in my opinion. So I really only have 2 complaints about this phone. First one being is the lack of the charger, which unfortunately is seeming to become more of the industry standard. Not a huge fan of it. First they took away the headphone jack, then it was a charger. What's next? Pretty soon we're going to be paying for the software to upload in our phones just like we do for laptops. Wait a minute. The next thing I don't like is the thickness of the phone. This phone can get pretty thick, especially around where those cameras are. It doesn't sit balanced on the table. Other than those, it's a great phone, great camera, so keep in mind it comes with a hefty price tag coming in around $1,200 to $1,400, and maybe even a little more if you're trying to get the highest amount of memory in it. But keep in mind, if you like cameras and if you use the camera on your phones a lot and you're looking to get more into the photography but don't want to invest in a full frame or mirrorless crop sensor camera, this thing is a beast and you can definitely take some really cool photos with this and video. I will be doing a comparison video of the iPhone 12 Max Pro and the Samsung S21 Ultra, so keep a lookout for that. I will be doing both photo and video comparisons of the several cameras that are on these. The iPhone 12 camera is a beast in its own right, so we'll be able to compare. My next video will hopefully be how to make a cinematic film, which was supposed to be my next one, but like I said, I want to get this review out before the phone came out. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to comment below if you're picking one up or if you already have one by the time you're watching this video. Let me know how you're liking it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, please. And see you in the next video. Bye. Also, this is just a quick get up that I had to do. Wasn't planning on making a video this early. My YouTube studio is still under construction. New lights are going in tomorrow. And that's still just one of many steps going for that. So it'll take a couple weeks to get that built up. This is just a quick thing that I built really quick so I could get the right lighting and talk about this phone because, like I said, just wanted to get it out there as soon as possible. I hate the sound of my own voice. How do people do this? Ah!